Damn, what's up everybody? It's Nico here and welcome to the second episode of Mind Your Business. Today we're going to be talking to a guy who goes by the name of Coach Colin. He works for himself as a personal trainer in the health and fitness industry. He's going to be telling us how he got into fitness, how he gets noticed and connects with clients. He tells us a little bit about his role models and we discuss the sacrifices that he makes and the dedication that he has. Check it out. What's up guys, it's Nico here and I'm sitting outside on this lovely winter's day with Coach Colin. Yeah man.
What's up guys, what's up guys, what's up guys?
I know who you are, I've known you for a long time, but the people at home, they don't know who you are. Who are you, what do you do, and what is your brand about?
Guys, my name is Coach Colin. What do I do? Actually, I'm more into fitness. I love fitness. Fitness is my first love. So I do outdoor trainings. With my outdoor trainings, we change facilities, we change venues. So you'll never be at one place every weekend. So every weekend, we change. Whether it's Westlift stairs, whether it's outdoor training, whether it's 5K run, whether it's core and abs, we're always changing venues and it's always changing. Yeah.
Constantly moving all around the city.
Yes. You don't want people to get bored, man. As soon as you get bored, then you don't come. So with this, with change, it always makes it a lot more exciting because you'll never be at the same place.
I just want to know, how long have you been involved with fitness? What got you into fitness and what got you into working for yourself and starting the brand Coach Colin for yourself?
Yeah. Couple of years ago, I started weight training like about 11 years back. So training was my first love. Once I got into the habit of it and understood it a lot more, than I got into it. And when I left school, I was like, what am I going to study? What am I going to get into? And I didn't know. And I kept on training and I had like not side jobs, but I had like, like promotions. Call center promotions.
Dude, I was stuck in that.
Oh my goodness, I hated every moment, but it taught me a lot. It taught me I don't want to work in that industry.
Yeah, for sure.
So that, like, every time I work, like, you travel far to do that job, and then I always made the commitment to go and train after. And I realized, one thing that I always love is training. So why not go into training? And then that's why maybe from now, 4 years back, I thought of doing Coach Colin training.
Oh yeah? So you've been sitting with Coach Colin for 4 years now?
The concept is in there for 4 years.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. So to maintain your brand for these 4 years, what exactly have you done? Have you built your clients? Have you stuck with clients from the beginning? How exactly have you grown from where you started? What's the difference between Coach Colin 4 years ago versus now?
I think now I'm a lot hungrier. Compared to then. Then was more of a thing of just planting the seeds. I'll do it once in a while, maybe once a weekend in 3 weekends, or once in a while. But then I wasn't as hungry, and a lot of things happened in life where it makes you think a lot more, makes you a lot hungry. And I think right now was the time where, since I started August last year, full on, was a time where I was hungry and I was like, no, I have to make it grow. This is going to be my bread and butter, my full-on bread and butter.
For sure.
Sir.
So, like, once you decided to start growing, how exactly did you start growing? How did you reach out to your clients? How did you find new customers to work with? How did you get your name out there, to get seen?
I think communication. Communication is the best key. So what I've done with a lot of the guys I spoke to them, I said, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm getting into. Whenever you can, just pull through. Social media, #1 platform.
Really?
Number one.
You're posting a lot. Where exactly?
So I'm a lot focused on Instagram. Instagram. We're good.
Instagram, social media.
Instagram, yes. So social media, Instagram has helped me out a lot. If you're active, you get a lot of people following. People will always have you in the back of their mind, even if they don't attend, but once they're ready to come through, they'll come through. Because every time when they think of training, they think of Coach Colin. That was the main thing. Like, I'm not worried about now. I'm just all about planting the seeds. Plant the seeds, eventually those seeds will grow. When people are ready, they'll come through. And that's what's been happening on a regular basis now. So guys said, I want to pull through, and they eventually pull through. Even if it's 2 weeks or 3 months down the line, they always pull through.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
Colin, how did you get your first client, your first customer? How did you actually get started with your first client?
I can remember I was always as a personal trainer, not as Coach Colin training. As personal trainer, I was it was a thing of always, what do you call it, planting the seeds.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I can remember with the clients, I'm like, hey man, how's your training going, man? They're like, oh no, it's alright.
Oh, were you one of those guys at the gym, pick up the weights, kind of just make friends?
Just make friends. I'm like, no, try this exercise this way. You feel it activate a lot more. And this, like, oh, okay. And they try it, and you can see the facial expression. They're like, oh, damn, okay.
This is working.
Now I'm working. Now you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's how I remember I got. Actually, a lot of my clients, that's how I got a lot of my first 3 clients. I always done complimentaries. I'm like, no, try it this way, drop a session. Let's do a session, man. Let me just, kill you a little bit, then you can, understand and feel a little bit more different training. From there, once I hooked them, then they always came back. So complimentary work out for me. And then with the Coach Colin training, my first client was actually my best mate. His name is Joshua.
Okay.
He was my, we always inspire each other because he's also starting his business and all that stuff. And he said,
he's also starting his business.
He's also starting his business.
Josh, I'm coming for you, brother. You're next, China.
So he actually was one of my clients. I said, hey, my man, this is what I'm gonna do, man. Come, help out. It's like, I got you, cuz. Came through, and that's how I started. He was one of my first clients.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Did you ever find it difficult to actually start working with people, to break out of this, the shell and be like, hey, I'm Colin, come and do a session with me? Were you ever nervous?
No, I'd say not really. So let me just give you where I started. I started at a small gym. It's a big gym actually. There I worked for a couple of years. I worked in different sections or different parts. I worked at sales, then I worked as a fitness instructor, then I worked as a wellness manager and the regional wellness manager. And with that, it teaches you a lot more. So I think this also prepared me a lot more into the direction that I want to get into, because you learn how to deal with everybody's different, so you learn how to deal with everybody.
Yeah.
So for me, I think approaching was never an issue because of my previous job already taught me how to do that, because we had to, not had to. He said the main thing, if you want to learn as an individual, that was my mentor. He said if you want to learn as an individual, you got to speak to people, because everybody's different.
Yeah,
so
you got to speak to, exactly. You got to actually open your mouth and be that person.
You learn something different, and it's not easy to approach somebody, especially not everybody knows everything, especially in the gym. So approach in a nice way where you're not shutting down egos. Yeah. Because every time guys come there, it's all about ego.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to go up to somebody and be like, yo, dude, you're doing that wrong. Who are you?
Yeah. You see.
I used to get that all the time, bro.
So for me, my approach is a little bit different. I'm like, hey, man, I like the way you train, man. Try it this way. You feel it activate a lot more in this one, this way.
Yeah.
And that one, you're not clashing with anybody. You're just giving them another alternative. And yeah, that helps out big time.
Just getting involved with somebody, even if you don't know them. Just being like, hey, dude.
Communicating. And awesome. That's where you find a lot about people like.
Colin, do you have any mentors, somebody who inspires you, somebody that you actually look up to? Yeah.
A guy goes by the name of Costa. I consider him as my mentor. So when people ask me, where do you learn all this stuff, I say Costa. So with Costa, he took my training to another level. He taught me you gotta engage more. You gotta, he taught me everything. I think I would have been an average personal trainer if it wasn't for him. He taught, even with small movements, adding variation, he's the one that taught me and said, you know what, with this you can apply it to your training. You don't have to if you don't want, but add all is different. You always experimenting, because you never know what works for the client, what's not. So with this guy, with the gentleman, I consider him my mentor. He took me to the next level. And every time, all my clients, they hear about Costa, because he's the one that taught me everything that he took me to the next level. I knew training, I could train, pick up weights, but now contracting, adding variation, so he took me
to just building your knowledge.
You see, there's another guy by the name of DJ Spoo.
DJ Spoo?
Yes.
Like the DJ on the radio?
Like the DJ on the radio.
Okay. Tell me why.
This guy's hustle, man, you see what he's doing, his hustle is on another level. He's got a radio show. He just opened what school was it? A hustler school. He's got his own book, which I actually want to get eventually. He's selling energy drinks.
He's got his own energy drink.
He's selling that, but you see him go out on the streets selling robot to robot.
Like him himself?
Yeah, showing the guys, this is how you're gonna make money. And you show he's there for an hour, and you see how much money he walks away with. And it's so the hustle he's involved, man. He's involved. You see videos of him on Instagram, 4 o'clock in the morning, he's awake. He's getting his train on. From there, obviously, business starts. He's doing radio show, then he's doing that. And it's like he's not just in one thing, he's in many things. So for me, like, that's what I see on Instagram. That's all I'm just seeing at the moment. Like, he's really inspiring.
Do you think that training is essential to not only balancing your body, but balancing your mind as well?
Yes. Yes, of course. So what you're basically doing, you're disciplining your mind. So with training it's the same, because in training, this time I have to train. Every day from Monday to Saturday to Sunday, whatever, I have to train, even if it means I train at this time. So you're already making habit out of it. Also with your business, these days you have to post on social media to active. You have to post motivating stuff. You have to, every Saturday I have to do my Coach Colin training. Every week I have to do my own body, where I condition my body. The other days I also have to train my clients, make sure that I try and get them closer to their fitness goals. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it works hand in hand. It's all it works hand in hand, and I believe in that so much, man. Like, if you don't have a system, you don't have a direction.
Yeah, if you don't have a balance in your body or your mind, you're gonna fall apart.
You're gonna fall apart.
So you spoke about consistency when it comes to your advertising. When it actually comes to your work and meeting up with people, how consistent? What is the number one thing for you when it comes to consistency in your line of work?
You have to do it every weekend. So with this, there's a lot of sacrifices that are made. I do this every weekend because people are always watching. If they see you always skipping too much, and when they're even ready, they're gonna think about, should I train with this guy if he's always gonna be skipping? And once people build momentum and you cut their momentum, then it's a big problem for them to get back into it. So for me, it's always, I have to do it every weekend. The only time I don't do it on the weekend is when something major has happened, or I can't, like, for example, if I'm sick or something major has come up. But I always let the clients know this is what's happening. This weekend we're not going to be able to do it, but still go out and train. You see, because still to keep them the momentum going, keep them in the moment. So for me, I always say, you gotta keep on pushing. So every weekend, sacrifices, so much sacrifice made.
Yeah, for sure. Once you've started motivating that person to join your class, they're going to be so amped. Maybe 2-3 weeks down the line, this guy's made some progress. He wants to jump into the 4th week, and then all of a sudden you pull out. Dude, you're going to lose your clients one time. I understand that completely.
Big time. So sacrifice, that's the most important thing. Like, I can't go out every weekend doping. I don't drink myself as much as before. So like, I'll drink like once a month if I do drink. But now imagine me going the next day on a Saturday. I drank the night before going on Saturday, and I'm hangover. How am I supposed to perform? Because I don't just stand there and direct people, I also get involved. Because you also got to lead by example. People are watching. They can see, Colin says do jump squats, and he wants it this way. I'm supposed to be able to do it myself. I can't do a jump squat and then the jump squat is not even, form is not correct. So
for sure. When I go to the gym, man, I see a lot of personal trainers, and I see them doing the same routine with many different people. So you'll get a big person come in there doing the treadmill for 20 minutes, then doing lunges around the circuit, and then you get the guy brings his next clients in to train him, and the guy's doing the same thing as the big person was doing. And you also see a lot of these personal trainers in the gym are not very involved with their clients. How are you involved with your clients?
I believe I'm a hands-on person, so you gotta take the time. You gotta teach the main thing is about you upskilling your client. So in terms of my personal training side and my Coach Colin training side, two main things I always say to the clients that I work on. Number one is form. Why form? If you have the right form, that means that the right muscles are targeted, less risk of injury. Variation means that we don't want to get used to exercise. As soon as you get used to exercise, you got to realize the muscle adapts so quickly. Just like that, once you've done one routine, it already adapts. So you don't want to get used to the muscle, get used to the movement. So always add variation. So I always believe, for me, I get a lot more involved. I have to see that you're doing the right form. I have to see that you're doing it correctly. Right form, doing it correctly. But also I always add a variation. So I also gauge on you to see where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are. If I can see that you can do two more reps with the right form, then I'll push you to do 2 more reps with the right form. But that's the main thing, is like always pushing your body a little bit more, because your body works in an amazing way. The body adapts so quickly. So always change it up. Push the client a little bit more. If you feel a client can't do it, then they let you know. So for me, I always say to my clients, you got to communicate with me. when you train, we like in a relationship. If you don't communicate, I'm not gonna know if it's working for you, if it's not working. So,
Yeah,
right,
for
so
sure.
communication is always number one with me. You gotta let me know what's happening. If short is giving nigga, let me know. We don't have to stop. We just work around it. You see, because we need to strengthen it.
So Colin, looking 5-10 years down the line, where do you see your brand, Coach Colin, growing to? Where do you see yourself growing to? And how do you see your industry going?
For me, you know what, I always look at there's always other people doing the same thing that you're doing it. You gotta be the different person. I always say to myself, I want Coach Colin brand to grow as a big company. So I wanna go into corporate. So in corporates we get like maybe the likes of, you know, you get these big office parks, and you get one company going against each other, so we can always have these fitness challenges at the end of the month. So for me, it's always been going corporate way, because a lot of the guys, like business owners, they lose money because guys are getting sick and they don't look after the body. So when you look after the body, you can do a lot more. So corporate schools I also essentially want to get into. And the one thing that I always said, when Coach Colin training is quite big, I want to get into the police, man.
For sure.
I'd love to train the police guys and ladies out there.
Dude.
But that's where my direction is. But the weekend thing is always going to be number one. Then if I can gauge go into corporates, then go into police. So it's baby steps. It's baby steps. If I can, you know, like, as long as I know I'm getting a direction, because I'm doing the weekends. Now, as soon as the weekends start growing, then I can start venturing off into the corporates, because the name is out there. Everybody knows Coach Colin training. Everybody understands it. And that is the main thing. You can't just go into corporate and say, "This is what I'm doing." But
I'm Coach Colin.
You see.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a little of backing, and these weekend sessions also back me up. So eventually, when I want to if I want to pitch into the corporates, then I'm sorted. I got all my material. So this is what I do every weekend. This is where it's been going. This is how it's been going. This is how long it's been going for.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier for me to get a client base. So that's where I see Coach Colin, man. I always said, you know, at the end of the day, big sacrifices will always pay off. You gotta put in the hours. You gotta put in the minutes, the seconds. You know, you gotta put in the work.
Got to put in every effort that you want your brand to grow with every effort. For sure. I understand
Nobody will
that.
make it grow for you, because
For
they don't
sure.
have the same hunger. You got that different hunger.
Flash question for you, Colin. If I had to phone your first boss and ask them about you, what would they say about you?
Loves fitness, crazy about fitness, and a fit guy.
Thank you, Coach Colin. That's all we have time for today. Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience at home?
Guys, remember, just look after your health, man. Baby steps. Your health at the end of the day is what keeps you going. So if you don't have a good health, you can't keep on going. So, you know, you spend a lot of money on other things rather than health. Look after your health. You don't have to specifically come to Coach Colin training, but go to, you know, start looking after your health, because at the end of the day, you gotta look after your temple, which is your health. So yeah.
So there you go, guys. You heard it from the man himself, Coach Colin. Look after yourself. To find out more about him, see his links in the description below and get in touch with him. Thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you, Nico.
Tune in, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed meeting Coach Colin. To get in touch with him, see his details in the description. Hit the like button and we're friends. Hit the subscribe button and we're family.